In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make melodies with very little to no music theory. I personally barely know any music theory. I'm going to be using Soundtrap for this tutorial because it has some tools that can help you make these melodies with no music theory. Funnily enough, my very first introduction to making beats was on Soundtrap, which is crazy, full circle moment now making a video on it. This video I'm focusing on the auto chords and the chord generator, so let's dive right in. I've just started a new music project and I'm going to click add new track. Let's go for a synth. I'm probably just going to start off in piano, which is what I usually do because it's kind of the easiest sound to hear, all the different notes and stuff. By easiest I mean like the clearest. Let's start off showing you the auto chords feature. First of all, let me change the tempo 150 and then the key, let's go in D. I usually make all my beats in minor, so I'm just going to select minor. Gives you a chord. Just by clicking one thing, you get a chord. You've got the option here to select the different chord types, and then you've also got a strum feature, so it's like someone's manually playing it. Also, if you go into chords over here, you've got a bit more to play around with. Over here, you can choose which chord set you want. I'm going to select hip hop, because obviously that's the style we're making, kind of trap. And then you've got the playing styles. So honestly, just have a mess around with all of these. And then if we go to arpeggiated, you can get more of a melody that way rather than just a single chord. I think I'm going to select this one, get like a fast kind of piano melody, and you just hit the plus and it will add it right here. I can click piano roll and then we can edit it, which I really like. I want it to sound a bit darker than that. I want da 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 da. And then I want a bit of variation in this part, so maybe bring these lower notes down. Just click the white keys on the side before changing the note, just see what you think sounds good. Also hum out your melodies, trust me. So already that sounds like an interesting melody rather than just, you know, one or two notes or chords. I like that, so I'm just going to have that repeating, and maybe towards the end just have a little bit of another change just to make it more interesting. You don't have to change these chords at all. I've used it as a starting point, and then again, I'm not using music theory at all to kind of develop it. I'm just making it into my own. Sounds good. Let's have that repeated over. Let's change it to another sound. Do you know, that's going to be really subtle in the background. I always do that again, just put sounds tucked away in the background. Let's try to find one more sound and then I'll add back in the piano. I quite like that. That's a nice piano. Usually when I have piano, I also like to add in just a deep bass note. So I'm going to click in just a low sustained note in D, and that just gives it depth. You could really have that as basically a full melody, and we've literally just based that off of one chord from here. Don't view these tools as like making the beat for you, taking all the creativity away. Use it to help you to start and then make them your own. If you want to try this out for yourself, like the auto chord feature and everything else in Soundtrap, the link is in the description to go and check it out. I do want to add maybe one or two more layers. Let's go back to the auto chords and play along with the different chords whilst the melody's playing, see what sounds good. I like that. Literally just by clicking X and Z, it's given me that. And that's it. I want these two copied over and then maybe find one more chord. think one more counter melody. Let's go into the chords, select another art. I want another kind of broken chord rather than just a single chord. Oh, that could be cool. I want it to play like there. That bass note there, to my ears, although that's in key, I just think it sounds better if it's gonna be, I think, one note lower. So honestly, just adjust it to whatever you think. And then we could have that chord again, but maybe in reverse. So starting off with the highest to the lowest. Again, just subtle, that could be cool. I think this is ready for drums now. Before I go ahead and export it, I just wanted to show you their mastering presets, another sick feature to have. So you go here to edit and you've got all of these different styles to choose from. Export this as a wave just so that it's the best quality. Also, one of my favorite things about Soundtrap is that it's really sick for collaborating with people. So if you hit share, you can add people so they can make changes to the project. I think that's a really nice feature. I'm just going to go ahead and do very quick basic drums just to complement the melody. I'm not really going to explain what I'm doing because this tutorial was just based on the melody. I do also have other tutorials on drums if you want to go check those out. Hear maybe a little Dirk on this, you know. You already know. To keep it pretty simple, which is what I usually do in all my beats. The missing piece is basically the artist, the vocals. I could definitely hear like Lil Durk or Lil Baby, someone like that on this, and let me know who you hear on it. And once again, if you want to check out Soundtrap, the link is in the description. And big shout out to Soundtrap for sponsoring this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at Lollypopbeatz, and here is the final beat.
Lollipop.